Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. First off, I want to say thank you for watching, and we're just going to jump right in and get to this video. So this is going to be proper detoxing techniques and deep cleaning techniques for locks and how to properly shampoo locks, especially clients with longer locks. So first thing I'm going to do is go in with my baking soda and just put it everywhere. I've even added baking soda to the water as well, so that when I go in with my apple cider vinegar, the baking soda inside the water can fizz up too and get the locks that's inside the water. I did fill the sink up with hot water just so that it can soften up the hair, loosen up the locks some, and be able to get all of that debris and residue and product buildup that's deep inside the locks. So as you see, I'm just going through putting baking soda all throughout the ends of the hair and everything. I want to be able to remove as much residue as possible. And as you can see, each time I move the locks inside the water gets more and more diluted with the residue and product buildup. So now I'm just going to go through my apple cider vinegar, and I am just going to pour it everywhere where I put the baking soda, so I can have that fizzing reaction and it can break down that residue and buildup. I am going to do this a couple times with the apple cider vinegar, just rinse it through. And then I'm just going to use my bowl just to take the water from inside the sink and just run it through to get the rest of that baking soda and whatever buildup comes along with it out of his hair before I add shampoo. My video is sped up. This process took about 30 minutes, about 35 minutes actual time. Some things to remember when you're detoxing and shampooing locks is just to be thorough. Make sure you get everywhere. Make sure the scalp is really clean. When I start shampooing, I'm using my fingertips more so, and not really my nails. If you do have longer nails, try to use more of the pads of your fingers, just so that you don't snag or pull hair, which can be very uncomfortable. I use one handful of shampoo for this first wash, and being able to add water when needed just to spread the shampoo goes a long way, so that you're not wasting product or overusing product when you really don't need it. I'm making sure I rub everywhere and really get his scalp clean. Some clients have extra dandruff buildup that needs to be taken care of. So making sure you thoroughly clean the scalp so that all residue is gone. Getting dead skin that could be left in between hair strands is very important as well. So just going in, making sure I get everywhere, being very thorough. And I know it looks like I'm going very fast and rough, but the video is sped up, like I said, so I am trying to be as gentle as possible, but making sure I really try to get deep and clean deep inside the lock. I'm using the ends of his locks just to get some of that shampoo from off of the scalp, just to help cleanse the ends of the locks. And I'm separating it, taking it in sections, just so that it's not overwhelming, just taking it all on. because he does have longer locks, you do need to make sure you cleanse the whole lock and not just the roots. Most times when we're shampooing hair, we can tend to neglect the back area of the hair where the client's neck is resting on the shampoo bowl, but please do not be afraid to get in that area. Have the client lift up their head or adjust their head so that all of their hairline is inside the shampoo bowl so that you can thoroughly cleanse everywhere. And once you get the client back to the chair, you don't have residue or dirt still in the client's hair. Now I'm going to go in and just rinse all this shampoo out of his hair. Then I'm going to drain the water and I'm going to do my second shampoo. My first shampoo was more of a moisturizing shampoo. This next shampoo I'm going to use is a clarifying shampoo. I did use 2 different types of shampoos for a specific reason. I can get more into products and why I choose certain products and when to use certain products in another hair washing video. But I'll save that for later. That's a whole nother topic. I'm going to want to make sure that I thoroughly cleanse and rinse everything. I don't want to leave any residue or anything in his hair. When I'm using a clarifying shampoo, I want to make sure I pay extra special attention to the new growth area up until where the lock starts to lock and mature. That is where most of the buildup is going to be, just from when you're getting a retwist. That's where most of the product is being applied to. So that's the area I really want to concentrate. Here you see me picking out dead skin that just came off of the hair. Don't be afraid to get those things out of the hair. It would be a disservice to our clients if we leave little things like lint and just little particles that we can get out that's not having clean hair. As you can see, I have a lot of residue that has been washed out of my client's locks. This is the reason why I do this service, just to get a fresh cleanse, get a fresh scalp, a fresh head of hair. With this rinse, I want to make sure I remove all of the shampoo. After this step, I am going to condition. But I want to make sure I remove all of the shampoo, I remove all of the residue, all of the buildup from everywhere, even in the back areas, the areas that you can't really see like that. Just make sure it's thoroughly rinsed. I want to make sure I rinse the ends of his locks everywhere. Make sure you move the locks around to get in between, getting the middle section. Once I'm finished rinsing everything and the water is running clear, I'm going to go in with my conditioner. Now, when I condition, I like to stimulate the scalp, rubbing the scalp, massaging, making sure I'm getting everywhere. I want to make sure my clients' locks are thoroughly moisturized so that his hair can benefit from the properties of moisturizing and conditioning. To better benefit from the properties of conditioning, you can always add steam or heat. That's going to allow the conditioner to better penetrate into the cuticles and the shaft of the hair so that the properties last longer, but conditioning is still best just doing it, just adding it in there, making sure you get it everywhere, and then rinsing with cool water. Rinsing with cool water is going to help close the cuticles of the hair and allow the conditioner to last longer in the hair and have better effects and long-lasting effects in the hair. When you close the cuticles of the hair, this is sealing the hair. When you have open cuticles, your hair is going to appear more brittle, it's going to feel more dry, it's going to look more dull. When you close the cuticles of the hair, you're laying down the hair nice and flat and allowing light to reflect off of it, which allows it to shine and appears beautiful and shiny and clean and healthy. So rinsing with cool water is very important, and I always let my clients know that the water is going to be more cool just because of this, and this can be an educational moment for your clients as well too, just to let them know why you're doing what you're doing. Now you can see as I'm rinsing, it's fizzing, the water has a lot of suds in it and everything, and that is just the product and the residue from the product just coming off of the water. I know my clients' locks are clear of residue and conditioner when the suds are no longer in the water. When the water is clear and it's just water, then you know that there is no conditioner left in the hair. You want to make sure you're moving the hair around, you're getting in between each lock, you're getting the back area that is closest to the neckline. You want to make sure you get everywhere. You don't want to leave any products or residue in the hair, because this is just going to contribute to further buildup of residue. A good tip when you're rinsing out clients with longer locks is to separate the locks and move them out of the way. Rinse the ones that you are going to rinse in one section, and then separate them and move them to a different area so that you're not rinsing the other locks on top of the ones you just rinsed out and getting the residue back into the hair. Clients with longer locks as well, I like to squeeze out all of the extra water and everything so that when they get up, they're not dripping water through this towel, or it's not just dripping water everywhere. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching.